In today's financial landscape, the path to a life-altering exchange experience isn't paved solely by the amount of currency in your possession. What truly sets individuals apart is how they approach the moment of exchange, especially in a time when the global monetary system is undergoing massive realignment. Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News, your trusted source for clarity and insight into this evolving financial shift. As we delve deeper into the realities of currency exchange in 2025, we'll uncover why knowing exactly what to say and how to say it could make the difference between walking out of a bank with standard rates or stepping into an exclusive room where elite-tier opportunities unfold. Many people believe that getting a better exchange rate is just about having more dinar or lucking into a special deal, but in truth, it often boils down to professionalism and presentation. In today's high-stakes environment, banks and redemption centers aren't simply evaluating your notes, they're evaluating you. With foreign currency exchanges happening at accelerated volumes, these institutions are making snap decisions about who qualifies for enhanced services, contract rates, or even access to private advisory rooms. One of the most powerful tools in their evaluation is the language you use, the tone you adopt, the terms you choose, and your overall demeanor can either open doors or quietly close them. Let's consider a common misstep. Walking into a bank and saying, "I want to cash in my dinar," sounds more like someone dealing with spare change than an informed investor participating in a global currency reset. This kind of language immediately communicates inexperience. A better approach is to say, "Good morning. I'm here to complete my currency redemption appointment." That phrasing instantly positions you as someone who respects the process, understands the context, and has done their homework. It's the kind of language that signals to banking professionals that you are not a risk taker. They're not dealing with a speculative novice, but rather with a composed, compliant client. Another strategic phrase to include during your appointment is, "Can you confirm if there are any contract rate options available for my volume?" This isn't a demand. It's a tactful, insightful question that subtly tells the bank you're aware of structured opportunities for higher value exchanges. Contract rates are not given randomly. They are often reserved for clients who meet internal criteria and show signs of financial literacy and low-risk behavior. Asking this question calmly and respectfully can trigger a banker to check internal systems and potentially offer you something far more beneficial than the public rate. Equally powerful is signaling your awareness of confidentiality by stating, "I am prepared to sign an NDA if necessary," mentioning a non-disclosure agreement up front, tells them you're serious, discreet, and trustworthy. These NDAs are commonplace in private banking scenarios, particularly for clients eligible for higher-tier redemptions or contract rates. When you show readiness to sign one, it tells the banker that you understand the sensitivity of the transaction and will honor the privacy it demands. This single phrase can elevate your credibility and may lead to interactions with more senior banking officials. Now let's move to another critical phrase. "I understand this is a taxable event, and my CPA is on standby." When you mention this, you're doing more than just referencing taxes. You're showing the bank that you've thought beyond the exchange itself. You've got a post-exchange plan. That level of foresight signals long-term thinking and financial maturity. Clients who indicate they've got professionals ready to assist often gain access to enhanced services like custom disbursement timelines, wealth management options, and financial planning tools specifically tailored to their portfolio. Asking for written confirmation of your exchange rate is another intelligent step. You can phrase this as, "Can I receive written confirmation of the final rate before proceeding?" This request isn't combative, it's best practice. It shows you're measured, focused, and not rushing through the process. It communicates that you expect clear documentation before committing, which is standard procedure in high-value financial dealings. If your profile and demeanor have already impressed the banking staff, this kind of request might even prompt them to double-check if you qualify for a preferred rate tier. For those exchanging large volumes, it's smart to ask, are there tiered or structured payout options available based on my volume? Structured settlements are common when dealing with high-value redemptions. Banks may not release all funds immediately for compliance and security reasons, especially for seven-figure transactions. Instead, they might offer phased disbursements or interest-bearing holding structures. By asking this question, you're once again signaling a mature, informed investor's mindset, someone who understands the logistics of large-scale transactions and isn't chasing a quick cash-out. Avoiding certain phrases is just as important as using the right ones. Don't walk in saying things like, "I heard it's $3.00 per dinar," or "Someone said I'll get $6.80. These lines immediately paint you as someone driven by speculation and rumor, not facts. Bank employees will pick up on this and likely treat you with more caution or even disengagement. Instead, say, "Can you confirm if there's a rate here based on my volume or appointment?" This keeps the conversation professional and opens the door for them to explain your options without being put on the defensive. Another key distinction lies in the words you use for the process itself. Refrain from saying, "I want to cash in my currency." That phrase sounds amateurish. Instead, say you're there to redeem or complete a currency redemption. This aligns with industry terminology and tells the staff that you've done your research and take the procedure seriously. Familiarity with correct financial terminology can elevate your entire interaction. Knowing what a contract rate is, what structured settlements entail, and the implications of asset-backed currency aren't just buzzwords. They're the language of financial legitimacy. Understanding the broader global context is just as critical as what you say in the exchange room. As of the current date in the USA, the financial world is undergoing structural transformation. Iraq is expanding its oil exports, enhancing its foreign currency reserves, and steadily positioning the dinar for wider acceptance on the international stage. At the same time, Vietnam is experiencing rapid growth in foreign investment and digital infrastructure, while intensifying controls over how its currency flows. Zimbabwe, despite years of currency volatility, is taking steps toward asset-backed digital options and actively pursuing international trade collaborations to bolster its economic standing. These developments aren't speculative, they're well documented, unfolding in real time, and all part of a coordinated shift toward a new global financial order. This is not a theoretical exercise. Banks and redemption centers are already preparing for this seismic financial shift. They have the infrastructure, personnel, and compliance measures in place. But they're not just giving out premium exchange rates to anyone who walks in with currency. They are conducting behavioral assessments. They are observing how you talk, how you move, and how you handle yourself under pressure. Clients who demonstrate professionalism, composure, and understanding of the process are the ones who access those hidden tiers and private rooms, where better deals are quietly extended. Your appearance also carries significant weight. No, you don't need to arrive in a tuxedo or designer suit, but you must appear collected and professional. A clean, calm presence with a neatly organized folder, valid identification, and a composed posture can instantly set you apart. Avoid flashy outfits, disorganized paperwork, or anxious movements. Redemption Center personnel are trained to spot high-value clients within the first 60 seconds of interaction. If you look like you belong in a professional financial setting, they will treat you accordingly. If you show up disheveled or overly nervous, it can raise red flags, no matter how much currency you're holding. One major red flag is emotional instability. If you appear overly excited, fearful, or impatient, it could cost you opportunities. This process is not the lottery, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a strategic, legally binding financial operation. Walking in with the wrong attitude can have consequences. If you act like someone who's never seen money before, you may be viewed as a liability, but if you present yourself as someone who's prepared, calm, informed, and respectful, you could be granted access to offers and financial services that remain invisible to the unprepared. Before your appointment, take the time to create a checklist. Make sure your government-issued ID is current and undamaged. Organize your dinar. dong, or other currency in an orderly way, clean, unfolded, and stacked properly. Prepare at least 5 questions you want to ask, such as inquiring about contract rates, structured payouts, or available services for wealth management. Know the names and contact info of your support team, especially your CPA, attorney, or financial advisor. Practice your language. Rehearse what you'll say if they ask whether you're aware of tax implications or willing to sign an NDA. Doing this kind of preparation gives you a sharp edge. While others walk in guessing and hoping, you'll walk in knowing. That's the difference between being treated as a basic exchanger or as a long-term client worthy of tailored support. Even if this is your very first time doing something like this, acting with maturity and preparedness creates an impression that sticks. Banks and redemption centers remember the people who speak the language of financial competence. This isn't about manipulating the system, it's about honoring the system with the respect and clarity it demands. Structured payouts, NDAs, contract rates, tiered access, these are all real parts of the global financial apparatus unfolding in 2025, and those who speak fluently in its language are the ones best positioned to benefit. Even subtle changes in your vocabulary, switching from cash in to redeem, or from heard it's worth to can you confirm the rate, can unlock dramatically different outcomes. Confidence is key, but it must be grounded in genuine preparation. Don't rely on internet rumors or chat room predictions. Rely on your own readiness. Show that you understand tax responsibilities. Signal that you welcome compliance protocols. Express interest in future planning services instead of focusing only on a one-time payout. These cues will be picked up instantly by trained professionals who are tasked with screening incoming clients for financial integrity and long-term potential. When you combine calm body language, accurate terminology, and structured questions, you step into a rare category. Clients who are not only prepared for the moment but also for what comes next. These clients are often quietly escorted into private conversations, offered terms others don't hear about, and treated with the kind of attention typically reserved for seasoned investors. And remember, the most powerful tool you carry into the exchange appointment isn't your folder of currency. It's the words you speak. Language is not just a communication tool, it's a signal. It tells the banker who you are, how you think, and whether you're the type of person who can be trusted with more than just money. It tells them whether you're serious, whether you're stable, whether you're ready. Thank you for joining us on Iraqi Dinar News. We aim to keep you informed, not just about currency rates and geopolitical shifts, but about the real strategies that matter when it comes to your financial future. As the world moves into a new era of asset-backed economics and digital transformation, those who are prepared, mentally, verbally, and emotionally, will be the ones walking through doors that others don't even know exist. Stay ready, stay sharp, and most importantly, speak like someone who belongs in the world of wealth. You may be surprised by what unfolds next.